Today we're going to be replacing the brake disc and pads on this Jaguar S-Type. Track rod end on this side front and also control arm on the off side. We are going to be replacing a gearbox from this Vauxhall Astra 1.6. S-Type needs a lot of help. It needs a new brake pads in this front and rear. All the corrosion, you name it, it's all on this vehicle. Look at the state of those brakes, they're just not in good condition. So we're going to be fitting Delphi and Brembo brake pads in this for this Jaguar S-Type. So let's get started. Hopefully it doesn't rain, because look at this. It was raining on the way here and thankfully it stopped, but I think it's bound to come back again. I've started removing the caliper now, and as I was removing it, I've noticed this. Look at that, mate. I will definitely advise them to replace that. That is what I would call finished. Shit-ish. Oh, what did you say, John?
Shit-ish.
That's not me. He said it.
Shit.
At this point, I've started removing the caliper and caliper holder. The disc was proving to be very difficult to remove, as you can see. I had to get the heat out to help me out a little. I then cleaned the hub surface, then I noticed something rather odd. This bearing is so stiff. Like, I don't think that's normal. Listen to it. I might have to advise him for that as well. Just have a look at that ugly rusted disc. Obviously, we only fit quality parts in this channel, so we are going to be replacing it with Delphi brake disc and pads to ensure quality, reliability and longevity. With good parts, I know I'll be at ease because I know that the parts I fitted will last far beyond the warranty period. Talk about peace of mind. What do you mean? And that is this side done. John is just finishing off his side, and then we're going to be moving on to the rear. So just going to put the wheel back on and we'll move on to that side.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, well done, mate. Put the wheel back on. Let's go to the side. I mean the other side.
Back.
I mean the rear.
This
Yeah.
guy.
Right, John is just removing the wheel on that side now. So go in the van and go on this auto fix. I believe this is the D7 light, D1 light. Turn that on. And let's release the parking brake. There you go. Now that's totally released. So that's that all done. So now we're ready to go back out there. Look at the state of that, mate. When I was reversing the car earlier, I could hear like a grinding noise. I thought that it's the shield, but it's not, because there's gaps everywhere. It was very loud. Yeah, so that's released. Cool. Let's get started. Oh yeah, crap. That's what? Past MOT. Look at that. If you want to get yourself one of these AutoFix D1 light that I use in this video, I will be leaving a link in the description. This little diagnostic tool can do more than just parking brake release. It can also do service reset, DOIP, key reset and many more. So click the link in the description and get one whilst it's still on. Don't miss out. It's raining, lads. It is raining and it's not a mild one. If you're wondering why I didn't set up the gazebo, it's because it's gonna be too long to set it up. Look, it's not even raining anymore. That only rained for about 5 minutes, so now I'm gonna put this on in peace without having to go under this umbrella again. This is exactly the joy of being mobile. You get to experience many things, including the weather. You probably already saw, we use Brembo brake discs and Delphi brake pads to renew the customer's brakes. And for the eagle-eyed viewers out there, yes, I cleaned the dirt off the new discs. I'm so, yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm still not setting up the gazebo though. I'm fine. I'm dry, you know what I mean? So it's alright. I've got my umbrella, so All right, everyone, so that is us all done on this Jaguar S-Type. So we have put Brembo at the back and Delphi pads, Delphi disc at the front and Delphi pads. So no more grinding noise, not grinding but squeaking noise for when he moves backwards and forwards. It was very loud when I did it, but yeah, on to the next. We will see you there.
2 hours later.
This car has got some serious issues. Look at the track rod end on that, and that is the reason why it failed. And have a look at this side. Oh no, that has got to have some play in it, a big one. So today we're going to be replacing track rod end on this side front and also the control arm on the off side. Customer called us and they said that it failed this MOT, so we're here rescuing them, getting it on the passing standards. And unfortunately we have to use a cheaper part because when I quoted them with the good parts, they said no. Said, have you got any alternative? So we gave them the alternative. I don't know if you can remember, but check this out, this video over here. We actually came here to fix his brakes all around, and I just inspected it and it's looking so good. Brembo, Pagid, you name it, good. Yeah, I'm not messing around. That would have been difficult. And straight away just jumped to the fire, put it in there. So I just backed it up once and I should be putting it back in the same way again. Cheap and cheerful. To be honest with you, I've not had a problem with these suspension arms or track rod ends and stuff like that, but I still would not recommend using it, right? I wouldn't, but it's customer's car, it's customer's money, customer's choice. We can only recommend it to them, really. Look at that, what a joy. Now I would say this is the right time to be using copper grease, so I'm not gonna have a massive trouble trying to remove this in the future. Hopefully we don't have to work on the steering arm again for the life of the car, for the remaining life of the car anyway. So copper grease. So here I am carefully securing the tie rod end onto the inner tie rod. As I mentioned, I backed it up once just to loosen the old tie rod end, so we will be putting the new one in the same way, by tightening the nut by a single turn. This ensures that the tracking is as close as possible to the old one. Regardless, I still advise this customer to get his tracking done as soon as we're done here.
Take off the controller.
Oh yeah, good purchase. Lads, Unilight, thank you very much. Lovely. Already done? Wow, John. And it's lowered. So all that's left is these two, yeah?
Yeah, mate.
Nice. Bushes are okay, and then look at this. Point, 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 point. Yeah, that's definitely got an up and down play, if that's the case. Look how soft it is. It's like, you know, it's like John when he gets turned off.
PS5 controller. What are you swearing, bro?
I'm not swearing. Just not taking chances, alright? That's correct. I'm definitely not taking chances. I might end up working on this again, so I'll be using copper grease to prevent the nuts and bolts from seizing. As you can see here, this vehicle is rusted in many different places. To make matters worse, we're working on it in the rain, which can make it even worse for the bolts that we're working on. Anyway, let's get back to work. John, did you know that I am a backyard mechanic? You know that?
No, I'm Batman.
No, I'm a backyard mechanic, bro.
I'm Batman.
You can't say that to anyone. Right, so that is us all done installing the new control arm for the offside front and also the steering arm for the near side. So the cheap and cheerful drive tech is there, and that would definitely pass the MOT now. And if you look on this side as well, you can see that the new steering arm, or track rod end, many people will call it, is installed. We're gonna be moving on to the next, which is we're gonna be fixing that light right there. Customer is complaining that his light, he's obviously failed the MOT because his registration light is not coming on. Headlight is on. That should come on as well. And as you can see right there, it's not turning on. So let's diagnose that, see if we're getting any voltage or no voltage. So we have just removed this. According to him, the AA said that there is a current going to here, a voltage, but nothing on this side. And I have noticed that this part over here is cracked, so it's likely that, I don't know, it probably got wet or soaked inside. So we're going to be checking that just to make sure there's no water in there, but from the looks of it there is some. So we'll open this one up. Some sort of voltage right there. So we have datum of like 4 millivolts. We'll see which one's which. Battery voltage is there, signal voltage on that one. So that to this connection over here is perfectly fine. So I'm gonna try and connect this up and see if we get something from this, from the holder itself. Let's have a look. Nothing at that point, nothing at this point. So the next step is to strip this out and check to see if there is water ingress or water damage inside, because like what I said, there is a crack over here. It's probably let some water in and caused some issue internally. The bulb is new, so the owner just recently replaced it. We'll have a look and see. Yeah, unfortunately we had to open this up because we had to remove the connectors here, as there was those green stuff on it. We've just put everything back together now. Unfortunately we didn't get to show it to you, but yeah, it was just minor corrosion and that's it pretty much. So we're gonna put this back together, reseal this, and we'll go from there.
Just resealed it, putting that back together now.
Why do you have a YouTube voice? Why do you do that? Just resealed it, putting back together now.
Because I'm used to it, guys. I'm a vlogger.
Yeah,
Can you reach?
yeah. Go on, flick it. Ah, nice. All right, job well done yet again. Yeah, we are now going to be going to Luton to diagnose an issue. I can't forget what it is. It doesn't start. The car doesn't start. So yeah, we'll see you guys there in a minute. That's scrap that. So the next customer supposedly has cancelled on us. He said he's ordered the ECU, etc, he's going to do it himself or whatever. So now we actually just got a phone call, luckily enough, for a replacement for that one. Come with us and let's get to it. Everything was going so well until, well, this happened. Oh my god, look at this man. Oh, look, it popped. Oh no. Check your brake fluid, bro. We were literally this close to a car that was in front of us. Luckily there was no car in the other lane, otherwise that would have been a bad one. Oh my days. We were on our way to get a gearbox sorted for a customer. We were this close. It's not even a joke. I'm still shaking. It's crazy. We're gonna go to the nearest parts store that we can find where we are now, just so that we can get this sorted. Oh my god, man, I couldn't believe it. 3-man as well.
Eventually.
And today we are going to be replacing a gearbox from this Vauxhall Astra 1.6. You ever get that when you try to put it in gear, clutch is all functioning, okay, it goes in gear, but it goes that's this vehicle over here. So we're going to help the customer sort her out with a brand new second-hand gearbox right over here. So let's get going.
Lads are busy working, taking this out. I've got to take out the sides. Miko's working up top, marvelous on the bottom. Let's get this started.
We can't letterbox this, we actually have to take it out because we're replacing the gearbox. Good? Right, compare it to the new one. Ooh. Fingers crossed that it's all the same. So here we go. Here is the brand new second hand, and that is the old one. And from the looks of it, it's about the same. Obviously, whilst we
John
here.
doesn't know this.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Top up.
Yeah, the top hat, mate. That one, that goes missing. He likes to go walkies. But obviously, we're gonna be, if we're replacing the gearbox, we're gonna be replacing the clutch as well whilst we are here. Yes, it is a Valio unit because obviously we don't settle for less. Everyone knows that already from this channel. We don't use crappy parts unless the customer supplies it. Yeah, let's put it back in, get it cleaned so that we can get going on to the next job.
Hello, sir. What are you doing there?
Just trying to clean this, mate. Look how dirty it is. I would say the most crucial part of this job is centering the clutch plate and also torquing the pressure plate up. It's very important to torque your bolts down evenly to ensure that the pressure is evenly distributed across the clutch plate. If not, you'll find that your freshly installed clutch will wear prematurely, or sometimes not even work at all.
Hindi ka kasi marunong.
Bakit tinaas mo ganun, Mike? What do you mean? Now that the gearbox is back in, all that's left for us is to do everything in reverse order. I work all the stuff that is needed underneath, such as the gearbox bolts, dog bone mounts, etc., whilst John works on the drive shafts and suspension stuff. My brother is then left with bleeding the clutch, filling the gearbox with gearbox oil and putting everything back up on top. Once that's all done, I then started tidying so that we can get to the next job a lot quicker. Right, so that is us all done with this Vauxhall Astra 1.6. We are now gonna go to a Vauxhall Mokka. You will see in a minute how this car drives. It's actually quite fun and ridiculous, I thought, but you'll see it. So I'll catch you guys there in a minute. We are with this Vauxhall Mokka now, I believe. So she's had an accident previously and she's just got it back from the body shop. Have a look at this. There you go, move forward. Can you see how it's just sliding? What is that? On reverse? Okay, no, it's just sliding. Keep going. Crazy. But this is the damaged side. Well, I say damage. So this one, as you can see, John's pointing straight ahead. That's straight. And if you look at this side, not straight. That's why it's dragging on one side. Here's the damage. Look, it turned into a banana. This tie rod end. That's bad. So we're just gonna remove this straight and then that one there. There you go. So this is what it looks like. So I'm taking it out. Obviously had to use the special tool for it, but she's out now. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna start counting threads so that we can try to keep it as straight as possible. Alright, there you go. So that's a new inner tie rod and track rod end as well. So we counted obviously the threads to get as close as we can to the tracking. But obviously, yes, I know it's bent. That's why I counted it. Alright, so it should still be the same. Right, so today has been a little bit of shambles, but we'll pull through anyway. It is what it is. This is how life of a mobile mechanic is. So then please like, share, comment and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Peace. I'm so